everyone. I hope you're having a great day so far. I'm Courtney Courtright, and thank you so much for joining me for 9 on the positive side. Let's get right to your good news of the day. When you look around, when you're out and about, you might notice most people are on their phones checking social media. One Eastern North Carolina woman is actually putting her phone down to have a conversation with people and then taking it all the way to Facebook. 9 on your sides, Erin Jenkins has her story.
If you're scrolling on Facebook, you may have noticed a new page. It's called The People of Beaufort County. The blog was actually created by a Beaufort County resident, and with a little prayer and care, she's telling stories without using pictures of faces.
Hands, it just tells a story that words can't.
Every day you see people using their hands, speaking in a language people can't hear. But one Washington woman, Ashley, is putting those movements into words.
A lot of times, a lot of people, they don't have someone to talk to. So honestly, I just pray before I meet someone and just go from there.
And from there, the story begins.
I bought a bouquet of flowers here locally, and I was taking it around to a couple of places, but I didn't feel like this is the place I need to leave it. So we went to a very busy ice cream shop. So there was this one lady, she stood out to me. So with my bouquet of flowers, I gave to her. And she said, "How did you know I needed these? My grandson passed away last night." And she is what inspired me to want to continue to reach out more, to see that, you know, everybody here has a story.
Now a month and multiple Facebook posts later, she sits down with her notepad and a listening ear.
It was actually John. He was the Vietnam vet, and he had a lot of story. And I like posting, you know, drinking coffee. He earned it. He does have a pup that it's just him and his pup. He has no family. Most of them, they've been holding it in for so long. They just need somebody to sit down and talk to. And once it's posted, like, people pray. People want to reach out. People want to help the person who was telling their story. God, he guides me to where I need to be at the right time, and so far, and he's never let me down.
Ashley says she hopes to continue sharing people's stories, one pair of hands at a time.
I would share like full body photos. They're like, no, let's go back to the hands, because it just leaves more of a suspense or just wonder of what's going to happen next.
And as for what's next, you'll just have to tune in to Facebook. You can find a link on our website at WNCT.com to read more stories of the people of Beaufort County. In studio, Erin Jenkins, 9 on your side.
In Morehead City, the concert series Alive at 5 is back in action, so get your dancing shoes ready. The video you're seeing is from June 24th when the Bounce Party Band was playing. Hundreds came out to listen to music, grab a bite to eat, and hang out. The next concert is on July 22nd. Liquid Pleasure will hit the stage. Head to WNCT.com for more information. And can you believe it's almost the 4th of July? If you want to know about all of the different holiday events happening in our area, well, we've made things super easy for you. Go ahead, take out your phone and visit WNCT.com and find Let's Go Out under the Features tab. That'll show you where fireworks shows are happening, and there's also a place where you can find festivals in the area too on our website. It's no surprise North Carolina is home to many popular people and places. It's also home to this deep and rich tradition that's 5,000 years old. Check it out. In Seagrove, North Carolina, you'll find the heart of the pottery capital. People visiting the town can check out one of the biggest works of art and their unique creations in the Pottery Center. The creations draw around 8,000 visitors every year from almost every state and 20 countries.
Many old pieces in here, they're beautiful. It is a pleasure for the eye. It fascinates me, the different styles and the different types and the influences that they've had on them.
The new exhibit will be on display in the first week of July. It'll showcase hundreds of the staff's favorite pieces if you want to go and check that out. It's a symbol of Moravian faith, and when it comes to making them, one man still does it the old-fashioned way. Take a look at this. This is Michael Felk. He's one of the few tinsmiths still practicing today. He's known for using those skills and making these beautiful handcrafted lighting fixtures and so much more. A trade that's been done for about 100 years.
I don't want to change history. I want to be a purist. I want to make it the way it was made, and I don't want to change that.
100 years and more, using original tools and traditional methods, he builds this star that you're seeing right now. It is gorgeous. He makes the stars for lighting, decorations, and awards. For several years now, he's made the Winston-Salem's Open Moravian Star Trophy. Now, over in Randolph County, life on the Harmon family farm in Trinity is going strong. Chad Tucker shares how the family farm is best known for its goats, wildflowers, and its Instagram page.
There's about 3 acres of the sunflowers.
It's a family affair for the Harmons.
And work with your family. You gotta have the family.
During the pandemic,
I
Bobby
grew up, my grandfather was a tobacco farmer and a produce farmer.
and Michael Harmon put the family farm into high gear.
It is a lot of work, it's a lot of dedication, and it takes a true team, you know.
A team they started sharing on social media. And people can't get enough.
Our Instagram account is sort of funny, but we do like to do some agriculture education too.
From the day-to-day workings to new additions, people are tuning in for life on the farm.
It's been interesting, not predictable, you know. I love the questions about the cows and the goats and the hay.
That door should be unlocked on the other side.
Even their son Reed's old Ford pickup has a fan following.
I've read some of the comments my mom showed me. It makes people happy.
He gets comments on driving his truck. We have workers that get inquiries from mothers wanting to fix up their daughters, and
Yes, the farm hands are popular.
Got you one right there.
And I just thought it would be fun to do a day in the life of what Will is doing. So we started What You Doing Will Wednesday. And actually,
what you doing, Will?
on Wednesdays is when we have the most views on our Instagram account.
But it's everyone here that makes the Harmon farm so loved, online and down on the farm.
I think it teaches them responsibility and appreciation for the land and learning how to take care of animals. There's not many children that get to grow up in this atmosphere, and I'm very happy and proud of that.
In Trinity, North Carolina, I'm Chad Tucker.
Now let's switch gears a little and talk about movie. Movie lovers are finding different ways to watch their favorite films over time. Popular streaming services have taken over for many, but for others, they're showing buying DVDs and tapes are the best way to go. Out in Charlotte, let's take you there, a place called VisArt Video. It's a blockbuster idea for a nonprofit that helps visitors be kind and rewind. The store has an archive of 40,000 movies, including DVD, Blu-ray, and VHS titles. Store clerks say VHS fans are embracing every imperfection these older tapes bring.
A lot of people like the sound quality. Like if you're watching an older horror movie, that graininess, that feel of it, it fits.
Owners say while they're a film archive, they are also a home for filmmakers. They want to help provide both education on film and service to all. And do you know someone who's doing something good for the community or something that's impacting others in a positive way? Well, we want to hear from you. Send an email over to the address you see right there on your screen with your story ideas. That's newsdesk@WNCT.com. If you send an email over, please put 9 on the positive side in the subject line for us so we can look out for that. You can also reach out to me on Facebook and on Twitter. And you've seen marching bands, but maybe not this one. What they're doing that sets them apart from others. And later.
The best present anyone can get is a letter from people back home. It means a lot to a soldier to know that people are thinking of him.
How letters are connecting to writers after more than 50 years. Summer is here and usually time moves fast. It won't be long before high school football games get going. Near New Orleans, Bill Wood is showing us a high school band where the band is already getting the beat, well, a different kind of beat. Take a look.
Let's do short beak. Right.
The heartbeat of the St. Paul's School Marching Wolves is the drum line, always practicing. In Covington, these Louisiana boys don't miss a beat. Or the chance to make your heart skip a beat when they take teamwork to their act. To take it, fasten your seatbelt upside down. Head over heels. How long do you actually have to hang out like that?
2 to 3 minutes, depending on the song.
What if the song happens to be the Star Spangled Banner?
We haven't played that
Yet.
Tap it off. Ready.
The drummers do what they do because of their band director, Andrew Moran. He's the man behind Zach Montz, a junior at St. Paul's, and Sutter Bourgeois. He's a high school junior too. And these two, like a couple of apple turnovers, turn over a tradition.
Looks like a parade taking a roller coaster ride.
Everybody's taking out their food, screaming at you.
Anybody ever ask for an autograph?
A couple.
How about a drum roll?
It's what happens when you mix music with a workout of weightlifting.
Let us remember.
If it sounds like the answer to a prayer,
as I stumble through this life, help me to create more laughter than tears.
It's probably the one they pray every day.
Spread more cheer than despair.
They've got the spirit.
Lord, let me forget I'm so indifferent.
And the beat. Inside out, upside down.
And that was Bill Wood with that story. I would probably get sick doing that, but they look amazing and they sound great too. Well, artists and more coming together in Wisconsin came to check out some really impressive pieces made using chalk. Around 400 pieces of customized art line the sidewalks of downtown Wausau. It's all part of the 18th annual Chalk Fest. Miranda Orlikowski has been in the festival for 13 years now. She made that piece you're looking at right now, and it took 32 hours to make.
This year is my first original piece that I've done. All of my other pieces have been very movie themed, pop culture inspired, recreations of other credited artists' work. But this one here was a mash of a bunch of different artists' styles, and then I just put it together.
Wow, she says her inspiration for the piece came from things she likes to do.
Life-changing. It's going to give us the security and that we need to, not have to worry about anything.
A U.S. Army Staff Sergeant gets a huge surprise. Next on 9 on the Positive Side, how a community in South Carolina is helping him move into a new home. We have a heartwarming story for you here. A New York woman who held on to a 4th grade class project letter from a Vietnam veteran for over 50 years decided it was time to see if she could find out if he had survived. With a little bit of hope, research, and some luck, it turns out he did. And guess what? He also had been living in her neighborhood this whole entire time. She returned the letter to her pen pal vet, and photojournalist Keith Lopez tells us their special story.
Look at that.
Oh my gosh. So that's what you looked like back then. There you go.
Yeah, right. God, what happened, huh?
It was December 1971, and my 4th grade teacher had suggested that we send cards to soldiers serving in Vietnam.
That's 50 years ago. I said, hello, my name is Kathleen. And it really wasn't a very long, it was maybe a sentence. And I'm saying to myself, you know what? Young girl from my town, I'm going to write her back. There it is.
Hello, Kathy. I'm fine. How are you?
How are you?
Thank you very much.
Thank you very much for the card.
It was very special to hear back. It even said at the bottom of one of the envelopes, United States Armed Services, Vietnam. I knew, wow, this is somebody who got my card and writing me back.
My name is Dominic Catallo. I'm 20 years old. I think them thinking about us made us realize that, hey, we really are needed. We're not going to be forgotten.
The best present anyone can get is a letter from people back home. It means a lot to a soldier to know that people are thinking of him. I thought it went to any soldier from any state that was serving in Vietnam. I didn't know he was local, which is what it turned out to be. He was local.
They lived in the same community for all these years and they didn't know it. That's another wonderful part of the story.
I don't think that we were separated by more than 5 miles at any given time.
It's a miracle.
Thank you.
I'm so glad you made it. I didn't know what state he was from. I didn't know if he had made it. And it wasn't until recently that I Googled his name, and there he was.
On June 11th, there was a Vietnam memorial ceremony at the Melville Marriott.
So I took a chance and I went. And then I said, well, I'm going to tell you the real reason I'm here. I'm hoping to find this Vietnam vet. And they said, yeah, he is here.
She says, I have a surprise for you. What?
I said, hi. I said, I have your letter, that you sent me. And he's looking at it, and he's like, I can't believe it. I can't believe it.
Everything that was there was negative. There was never a positive. This was a positive.
He survived, and the letter meant something to him, and his letter meant something to me. Well, that's all I have to say for now. Take care.
And hope you have a very Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year, Dominic.
So happy these two could reunite. A veteran received what he says is a life-changing gift, a new home in Spartanburg County in South Carolina. Brian and Tracy Cassidy can now call a new mortgage-free home theirs. It's made possible through a partnership with Operation Finally Home, which provides homes and home modifications for veterans and Lennar builders. Brian served and was wounded in Afghanistan in 2004. The Cassidys, who currently live in Mississippi, say they found out about Operation Finally Home online and applied. They say asking for help can be difficult, but it sure can be rewarding.
This whole journey's been just surreal. For us standing here today, we couldn't be any more excited.
We can really influence people's lives and sacrifice a little bit for folks that have sacrificed for us.
Leaders say they'll return to dedicate the house and hand over the keys to the Cassidys in December. Need more good news in your life? We have an idea for you. All you have to do is go to WNCT.com to check out these stories and more under the 9 on the Positive Side tab. It's what you're seeing right there on your screen. You can also rewatch our 9 on the Positive Side episodes too if you choose. It's a first of its kind wheelchair at a North Carolina sanctuary. Up next, a closer look at it and the baby emu it's helping. The newest resident at an animal sanctuary has a new way to get around. 2-month-old Limu is an emu who was in rough shape when he was rescued and taken into care in Franklin, which is in Macon County. Before he was rescued, someone kept him in a tote bag, which severely injured his leg. Now, as you see right there, he has a new wheelchair from Walkin' Pets to help him keep on going. And a little switch of gears, Dunkin' has full run of sugary sweet drinks this summer. With some fan favorites also returning, the coffee chain is adding a brown sugar cream cold brew coffee. The drink has molasses, brown sugar, cinnamon, and brown sugar cold foam on top. So yeah, I could say that's piled with sugar. Sounds good. Medium cold brews are $3 at participating Dunkin's through July 19th. Other featured drinks include the Mango Pineapple Dunkin' Refresher, Butter Pecan Iced Coffee, the Sunrise Batched Iced Coffee, and Cake Batter Signature Latte. So if you like sweet like me, this is just the perfect thing for you guys. One last thing to show you before we go. Here is Bubby and Dolly celebrating their 2nd birthday with some bubbles, of course. Thanks for watching 9 on the Positive Side.